play, simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as...
I think I'll forever be a...
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you can be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about what where he's been. Kevin, I think it's about where he's going. What's going to be the next chapter in his career?
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Come on. Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range and his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
A nice shot by Irving. The Clippers in the lead. The drive by Paul. Dishes to Stevenson. All sorts of time. Love grabs the board. And here's Cleveland. Left side, Irving. Love kicks to Irving. Pulls up on the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Love outside. They get the rebound. The Clippers shooting well, 50% from the floor. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And finished off by Shumpert.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pierce has checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Iman Shumpert. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Paul against Irving. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely and stolen by Love. Irving against Redick from the top of the key. Again, Irving missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Paul goes in, deflects the pass. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Irving, and that misses. That would have put him up.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul, and it's Pierce in the corner. Los Angeles with another miss.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. And the basket by Johnson.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, good shooter to kick. Out's the only choice.
The Cavaliers trail by 3.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
And stolen by Williams. Here's James. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game. Most recently in the playoffs, he played through injury to beat the Spurs.
Williams kicks to LeBron. Johnson with the block. And they get it back. 4 on the shot clock. Williams can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. There's Paul. Shot is no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
And last year, you could see Paul was hobbled in their loss to the Rockets in the second round. Still, most players wouldn't even have made it back out on the floor, much less been as effective as he was during the postseason.
They double him with LeBron. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by James. And it's Paul penetrating. And the rejection by James. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Stevenson's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Iman Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. Paul dishes to Smith. Crawford, no one around him. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing about Paul. He doesn't need to be blazing fast or quick to beat you. He can play seemingly on one leg and still dismantle the defense.
For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And he's good on the second. And it's the Clippers with the ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Smith left side. The Cavaliers pull it in. It's Williams with the drive. That is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on. On the interior, they've established their inside presence.